Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Dan Hooker recently made some comments on Ilia Topuria, Alexander Volkanovsk, that fight. Ilia Topuria specifically. We're going to get into Dan Hooker's comments before getting started. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Being brave in this sport is a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can serve you well, and sometimes it can be your worst enemy. What am I trying to say here? Obviously, Alexander Volkanovsk took the second Islam Makhachev fight as a last-minute replacement fighter for Charles Oliveira during that time. He had just a few days to prepare, basically, for Makhachev for the second fight between the two. A great example of Volka being way too tough for his own good, right? And then shortly afterwards, he took on that Ilia Topuria fight and obviously lost his featherweight title, And if you did not know the history of Volkanovsk, if you were just to tune in first time ever to that fight, you would see that Volka was somewhat outclassed, right? But in reality, we saw a Volka that was compromised that went into that Ilia Topuria fight, right? Obviously, Dan Hooker recently, if I'm not mistaken, a teammate of Alexander Volkanovsk, recently made some comments in regards to this fight here, where obviously Alexander Volkanovsk lost his title. And Dan Hooker thinks that Ilia did not look that good. I don't know if it's Ilia that didn't look that good. It's just that Volkanovsk was a compromised fighter heading into that fight. That's why, Volka was pretty much outclassed that day. With all respect to Dan Hooker, but like I said, if you were just someone that was tuning in for a fight for first time ever during that fight, you would see that Volka was like a step behind Ilia Topuria. He was cautious, and that definitely helped Ilia Topuria look as good as he did. At the end of the day, he knocked out Volkanovsk. So I'm not sure what Dan Hooker's talking about when he says that Ilia didn't look too impressive. Matter of fact, Ilia looked mighty. He knocked out Volkanovsk. How much more impressive? There is no higher reward in the world of combat sports than handing your obviously, or getting handed a win via knockout, right? So we have to give Ilia Topuria his credit, but we can definitely say that Volkanovsk headed into that fight extremely compromised. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe for more.